for dinner today? This is Wayna, our latest popular video, how to make pickle. I used a little bit of chili oil and some people were requesting for it. That's what we are here today for. This chili oil, it doesn't have to be spicy, it just really depends on the kind of chili that you're using. I'm using Costco crushed red pepper. This one is a little bit spicy, but it doesn't have very much of a fragrance to it. So I'm gonna be mixing it with the chili powder that I had sitting around for a while and this dry chili. It's more like the round shape. I don't know what it's called. I don't think it's ghost pepper. So I just know this chili well. It has more of a fragrance, but it's a little bit on the spicy side. So it's all up to you if you want it. You just have to kind of try it out because in the Asian market or wherever, they just say it's red pepper. They don't tell you what variety of pepper they use. It just takes a little bit of trial and error to find the right kind that you like, or just use whatever in your pantry. Just to make it have more of a complex and depth of flavor, I like to add a little bit more spice to it. First of all, bay leaf, just like a small bunch because I'm not making very much today, and 1 star anise and some cinnamon. Like we said earlier before, this kind of flat, kind of like a bark looking cinnamon instead of those cinnamon stick. The cinnamon stick can be really overpowering. And some Szechuan peppercorn. You can use black pepper if you like, it's all up to you. Now let's just make a super quick 2-minute video for this. Let's go to the kitchen. We're going to dry fry the ingredients a little bit. This is totally optional. It's only for you are using like an older spice that's been sitting around for a little bit, that's not in an airtight container. If you just bought it like this bag, I just opened it, you can totally just go ahead and use it right away. But for these spices that I have used for a little bit, it's been sitting around for a little bit, so there might be moisture built up to it. The fragrance wouldn't be let out right away if you're trying to pour hot oil on it when you're making the chili oil. So that's why I'm making this step. But it's totally up to you. Put it on a medium, low, or low heat depending on how hot it is. It's just kind of warm, but a little bit more on the hot side to kind of help the moisture evaporate. And also heating up the spices will help the fragrance come out a little bit more and also faster. You can already smell the fragrance coming out. This kind of smells like this braised duck wings that I usually eat. If you're interested in that, please let us know. You can kind of smell that the chili is kind of like a darker hue, kind of started to brown, especially the bay leaves, and it's kind of making you kind of want to cough the spicy smell, and you can kind of see like a smoke coming out. That's all the moisture exiting. When you see that, it's ready. We can move on to the next step. And I highly recommend you turn on your fan because your fire alarm might sound. You can use the same wok or pan, just depends on what you use, but make sure that it's clean. I just decided to use like a saucepan. You want to put in quite a bit of oil depending on how much chili oil you're making. I'm just gonna pour in that much. I'm using vegetable oil because that's the cheapest oil, just because. Maybe find a container that can handle high heat, maybe oven safe, and put all of the spices and chili pepper into the bowl because we're going to cook it inside the bowl. So you really want to make sure that it's high temperature safe. Even though this is newly opened and fresh, because itself wasn't dried to like 0 moisture, so you might still want to just dry fry it for a little bit. Just make sure all of the ingredients should be like brittle, dry to the point where it's brittle, and it just like you can smash it with just a fingertip. You see that this is now smoking, as well as like you can see the oil is like moves around and flows like water. This means that it has reached the appropriate temperature. And you're gonna also have some chopstick or fork ready. Don't pour the oil in all at once. Just pour it in like gradually so that you can know and move it around. Make sure that it cooks down evenly. And also you see that it's sizzling. That means this is at the right temperature. Just let it cook for a little bit before you pour the next batch. Also, don't forget to add in a little bit of sugar. I kind of caramelize the sugar and give it a little bit more comprehensive taste. Because you're working with hot oil and really spicy chili, so do be very careful when you pour the oil in or when you are dry frying the chili. You can see that the chili pepper is kind of black. Don't worry about it. It's saturated in oil. That's why the color is so dark. When you pick it out, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a nice red orange color. I usually use a parchment paper to make kind of a funnel because my sieve is kind of big. Just up to you. You can try to keep all the chili pepper to your liking. I usually like to just let it out. You can kind of use a fork or something to pat it down because there are a lot still soaked in. You can see that it's kind of dark right now, but that's because some of the chili pepper powder is still floating. After like overnight, it's gonna set and it's gonna be a beautiful red. This is the chili oil that I made before. So after a few days of consolidating and then all of those chili powder would sink to the bottom, so I just poured out like the top bottom of the oil and it's gonna be this like beautiful vibrant red. This is gonna be the end result. And let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Please let us know what you think about our little tips and tricks videos. I hope you like it. Please give us a thumbs up if you do and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.